Hi, this is Lad Dilgard, the founder and treasurer of BW Strategy PAC, and this is Stand and Speak. Our local political action committee supports and contributes to conservative leaders around Delaware County. This is going to be the second installment of a series of issues-based forums to deliver facts to the public on schools, the economy, politics, or important issues of the day. We hope you will go to bwstrategypac.com and hit the donate button or send us a check at BW PAC, PAC, P.O. Box 2913, Westerville, Ohio 43086. We promise to put your money to good use and not one dime will go to Washington, D.C. Now, on to the issues. Recently, Big Walnut passed a resolution that clarified what flags or banners could be posted in classrooms. This was long overdue, and the focus was on gay pride flags, or LGBTQ pride flags, which are overtly political these days, and other far-left flags that have been posted in classrooms around our district also came up. So the policy says, and I read this policy of the Big Walnut Board of Education is a neutral policy in respect to the appropriate usage and display of the items in district buildings on district property. Flags, banners, posters, electronic insignia, and similar items, yada, yada, yada. The current American flag, these are what's okay in the district. The current American flag or the state of Ohio flag. I'm good with that. The current Big Walnut school flag or mascot. I'm okay with that. Displays in the classroom as part of a temporary unit of study within the curriculum. Displays that denote a recognition of achievement and are approved by the superintendent as to content and location of the display. Ohio High School Athletic Association or similar sport tournament displays approved advertising, including visiting schools, flags, mascots, banners, etc., recognizing participation of or accomplishment of a school team or student. Displays from the branches of the United States military, flags of countries representing our foreign exchange students may be placed in approved locations. Flyers, notices, invitation for clubs, and so on shall be placed only on approved bulletin boards. That is the policy. Nowhere on there does it say we hate people with alternative lifestyles or we don't like the pride flag. It just says let's keep politics out of the schools. Let's keep students focused on the fundamentals. Now, what I never saw in a school district building were MAGA flags, Confederate flags, Gadsden flags, NRA flags, flags for Donald Trump, flags for Ron DeSantis, or anything else. Those are political flags. LGBTQ flags are a political statement by a political movement that has been around for some time. What started out was with a let's just be all happy and accepting has now turned into an aggressive political movement, and that's what those pride flags represent. So we cannot cater to every single person who comes through the Big Walnut School District or any other school district and say, because you are Puerto Rican, because you are black, because you are this or that, you have to have a flag to make you feel comfortable. Maybe you are an orphan. Maybe you're being raised by your grandparents. Maybe you're really tall. Maybe you're a little overweight. Not everybody can have a flag to make them feel more comfortable, which was the argument on behalf of the pride flags. But this isn't about pride flags. This is about political banners, and political things shouldn't be in schools. So let's look at the Columbus Dispatch article on this very matter. By the way, the Big Walnut School Board passed this resolution, 8805, to disallow anything except for A, B, C, D through H of these flags, American flag, and so on. Afterwards, the Columbus Dispatch said that the board voted 3-2 on Thursday night to approve a revised resolution that bans LGBTQ plus flags while allowing others. Patently false. It didn't ban that flag and allow other political flags. It banned any political activist flags at all and allowed United States flags and state of Ohio flags. The school board had to move the meeting into Big Walnut's Performing Arts Center to accommodate the more than 100 people who attended that meeting. Now, I was at that meeting, and what I saw was absolute lunacy and indignation and attacks on school board members that a couple of years ago would have been unthinkable. It wasn't the conservatives attacking school board members or yelling or storming out or calling people names. It was the people supporting these political activist flags being in the schools. They think they own those schools. They think they get to control who puts what flag up and when. And they are really mad that it's came around to, no, you really don't. So the damage this is going to do to the district, outgoing board member Todd Smith said of the resolution, includes inviting lawsuits and causing teachers to leave. I'm not so sure about that. I haven't heard of any teacher leaving. I haven't seen a lawsuit yet, although that could happen. But Smith and member Stephen Fuji, who was just elected by saying he was a conservative, pro-parent Republican, voted against this flag resolution. In other words, they want political propaganda in the schools, and they don't want parents saying, we don't want political propaganda in the schools. Board member Alice Nix proposed the original resolution, and along with board president Doug Crowell and member Angie Graciosi, voted for it. And they said that all three of those members are conservatives. Crowell said the resolution would go into effect immediately. So what do we do here? Ashley Schuster, a Big Walnut English teacher, said hate is something that kids learn from adults who model it. The only hate that I saw at this school board meeting came from the far left activists who came up and railed against the school district, the Board of Education. That's the only hate that I saw. The conservatives who came up there said, you know what? I think we should focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. That didn't sound like hate to me. What sounded like hate to me was calling people dirty old men, calling people bigots, saying that they were full of hate. That was the hate that I saw. And I came in there in a pretty good mood and left in a pretty bad mood because I got tired of the yelling and the railing. So some speakers spoke in favor of the resolution. Terry Castor, a man who said he didn't want gender or other ideologies creeping into the curriculum, received applause. One mother came up there and said that that just in her family alone, they would require dozens of flags to accommodate every diverse group that was represented within her own family. So the resolution has passed. There was threats by the ACLU. There's been threats by various people to overturn it. All the local media has said that we are just going to keep hassling Big Walnut until they change this ruling and reverse it. I don't understand. I don't think that that's going to occur, but I've seen stranger things happen. I would be very disappointed if it did. So last year, a pretty upstanding citizen called me and said that there was a small flyer that was put on a bulletin board for a Christian prayer club, had a little cross on it. Somebody complained about that cross. So the principal of the high school at the time made them tear the cross off, tiny little cross, and put that back up on the bulletin board, put that flyer back up there. So imagine that we can get all bent out of shape, require an executive action, file a complaint on a tiny cross, on a small flyer, on a bulletin board in a high school. And that causes people to get bent out of shape. That's amazing. But gay pride flags everywhere, that's okay. Shortly before this meeting to discuss the resolution, one activist came into the schools with a lot of gay pride flags and pushed them on people, disrupted the educational process and said, here, take this gay pride flag, take this, take that. And these flags were thrown away, torn up, shoved down toilets, because students, they don't really like being told what to do and what to think, and that they're bad if they don't think it and don't do it. So I would say that from what I've heard from students in the district, that the overwhelming majority of students either ignored this push or were visibly angry about having this political push in the schools. So it would be nice if there was a little bit of American pride taught in our schools and put in banners in our schools. Thank you for listening today. This has been Lad Dilgard with another episode of Stand and Speak. I'd like you to subscribe to us on YouTube, like it if you see it, and keep following us there. This is Lad Dilgard, the treasurer of BW Strategy PAC. Thank you.